still needs to be ironed, but I have just finished my knight in shining armor dress for a Halloween ball I'm attending. So let's talk about the value breakdown or price breakdown. Here's generally what the dress looks like from the front. Let's begin with the fabric cost. Underneath the chiffon in the skirt and in the bodice, there is a viscose satin that I used. That was $17.96 a yard, and I used 16 yards for this dress, which is a total of $287.36. The chiffon that I used in the skirt and both the cape in the back of the dress was $13.96 a yard, and I also used 16 yards of that, which is a total of $223.36. I should note that there was a lot of other materials that went into this dress. There's crinoline, there's lining, there's horsehair braid in the skirt, there's thread, there's the little sparkly buttons, garnishes, if you will. All of that is repurposed from previous projects, so I'm not going to add that into the total of our material cost, even though it did go into the dress. It's not just the two fabrics that went into this. So because I'm not accounting for that, I'm just adding the satin with the chiffon for our material cost this time, which is a total of $510.72. All right, let's get into the labor cost here. Living wage where I live starts at $24.88. It's important to note that living wage is different than minimum wage. The last time I posted one of these videos, I got a lot of comments saying, "Where do you live that your minimum wage is almost $25 an hour?" A living wage is different than the minimum wage. Now, in my opinion, this is skilled labor, so it should actually cost more per hour than just the living wage, but that's a whole nother topic. I like to do these videos to give you just a baseline idea of how much these garments would even start at, so we're going to use lower numbers. I spent a total of 132 hours on this dress, and if you're wondering why it took so long, that is because you have to sew chiffon very slowly, or at least I do. Chiffon is a very delicate fabric, so if you don't want rips or pulls in it as you're sewing, you have to go very slowly in my experience. $24.88, the living wage times 132 is, I'm bad at math, is $3,284.16. Let's add our labor cost to our material cost to get the total amount this project is worth. So that means that this project is worth $3,794.88 total.